And I don't want to leave you hanging, but I'm gonna talk about some things to help you out. I've been going through some stuff, but it's nothing. It ain't nothing. It has to do with this world. So, and that's part of shedding. You know, these emotions that we've absorbed through technology, through pictures, images, billboards, and all that into our subconscious. You know, create these impulses that they're not real. It's black magic. And the easiest way, because the hardest thing dealing with seeing what they do for what they truly do, and for one, not being able to really talk about it, and two, not anybody can fucking understand it. Because let me just say this, I've never been in front of a screen. I've never been one to be sitting there doing that. So that impulse and that current, people don't understand the connection that they have to this shit. It was not just, oh, look what was invented. It was already there. And then that was designed for you to feed into it. Like, oh, look at this. All the dummy generations they're creating. You know, they're this just dumb being that's very controlled through the technology and all that. But let me explain something, okay? Every 7 years, this right here will be a new being. All right? Every 7 years, this will be a new being. When we talk about this, okay, people always say, you're crazy. Okay, but does your hair grow? All right, your hair is a sign of the unseen of the cells pushing. Pretend this is the center of this. And over 7 years, from the center of your anatomy out is going to be new. But if you're brought up as a goy dummy and you're given chemicals to drink and eat and all this other shit, what's always going to be coming out? Shit. Yeah. So from the inside out, this is corrupt. It's never regenerating. Ever. It can't. It can do it. By default, it can't do it. And that's the problem with people. And I'm saying for a fucking decade, past the 7 years, we've been working on pushing from the inside out everything away from what everybody worships, which is their careers and everything else. So if we're looking at, you know, your skull, and you see, and that's what they don't want you to know. What's flying through me right now, I can't explain it. There's no words. This every 7 years is. But if every year the material's not put in that all this is made of, then it's always going to be same. This is a seed. Water, the magnetic field, elements, lights, pulls that seed out. So what they're doing is literally pulling out the brain, pulling it out too into a world, you know, which is TV land and all that garbage. But it's like a tree, inside and out. You're made of water. You know, wonder why it would be 7 years. Well, because of the seven planets as you know them. And those 7 lights up there control one of the 7 organs. Yeah. Jupiter rules the liver. I'm an alcoholic. Isn't that crazy? And plus, I'm Sagittarius, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius from what we've been given. So, if we can understand, see, this is the difficult part. To the average person, they'll dismiss this because, for one, they don't have the fucking brain to put it together. Because from the inside out, their whole existence, they've been chemicals and everything, imaging, all that. They're absorbed this shit. It's normalized. The whole world that they're in is this little obedient Ahrimanic deity. And they cannot let the possessions go. Look at what I've acquired. Look at what this shit. It's like, it ain't nothing. That's not real. It's not real. I very highly suggest you stop this video or watch it to the end and watch. It's on YouTube right now with Rowdy Roddy Piper. They Live. Watch it again. On August the 16th, it'll be 137 days left in the year. Well, from that fucking date, that movie coming out until that date, and a ton of other shit, it's like 13,700 days. 137, because it's the 33rd prime. It has everything to do with black magic, gray magic, sorcery that literally the whole fucking world is under. In different levels of it. And even the ones that think they're in the no, they don't even know that their shit is not even real either. That's how deep this shit is, man. It's all in the fucking brain. It's a computer. The computer is designed from us. The cerebrum computer, because that stores memory. So memory driven in at such a young age. And then that, instead of us knowing the cells from the inside out, because that's what it is, the cell towers now are we're absorbing all this technology. We don't absorb anything natural. It's this little deity. It's crazy. Let me tell you why. Because the other day, whenever somebody called and said, hey, they never call. Hey, I need you to get some of this mold out here. I can't go outside because that California stuff is floating in the air. And I said, fucking 4,000 miles away? What the fuck are they showing y'all? I can't go outside. And I said, it ain't real. Think about that. 4,000 miles. Yeah, it's just floating there. That's not real. You need to think about a child. That right there. The signal that you can't see it. You don't even understand how addicted you are to shit. And that signal all day, every day. Such a young one. That's why they're all, you're crazy. I'm not looking up and I'm not doing. You came to me arguing. I don't care. See all of our degrees, master's degrees, PhD. You see how fucking smart we are. That's all I can say. It's like you don't go off observation. Go observe shit for a few years. Nope, you can't do that. No, that's not my expertise. It's like, see, it's a little sick fucking demon. And if you're into scripture, it says you can't love the Father in the world too. And that fucking demon is the world demon. It's a demon that cannot fucking give up the world. That's just like, look at what I've acquired. I was telling a guy today, he's got over a year now. Anyways, it was like, I told him and I said, thank God that happened to me. I don't care how anybody looks at me. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, there's times the physical part of me, these emotions that we're programmed with at such a young age, because, your soul and spirit, your astral and ether body, ether, air is spirit. Vatican claims that they own the fucking air. Come on. Yeah, it's not Satan. That's who it is. So, and spirit is in the air, and they cut that so you don't have no spirit. And so the chemicals in you turn into your blood and run through your brain, and then you fucking get all this shit. And then since you've seen it on TV over and over and over and over and over and over and over, you're just this little demon. You won't let it go. And you take that shit with you. All that fucking energy that you've absorbed and not knowing who you are goes with you. All that fucking right shit. Oh, look at this. And think about it. They're all chemicaled out now. Every one of them has numbers on them. Black magic, you gotta have numbers to put spells and sorcery on them. Yeah. They all make the generations that made fun of the parents and the grandparents for doing the U.S. or the Publishers Clearinghouse shit. You can win $1 million. Yeah, just fucking newspaper. It's a joke. It's not real. So, it's just another fucking trick. Same trick, just disguised different. And now, the ones that made fun of the other ones are dumb as fucking they are. And it never stops. It just always goes, and then eventually goes up in flames. Wherever it is, it doesn't matter. And we're at the end of this cycle of a phoenix because that's what these people do. Okay? And the astral, your soul, is developed around, and spirit, I mean, seriously, you're given that through their system of schooling. Every one of them, you got that school spirit? Yeah. And that, follows you into a group, which is Ahrimanic. What it is. But the astral body, the soul, is developed around the toys. Whatever the controllers want to turn the populace into. If it's wartime, it's fucking toy soldiers, guns, and all that other shit. If it's like now, it's unicorns and all this other shit. Rainbows and all that. These little demons of Ahriman, they just fucking consume it all. Go watch They Live. There's a quick moment when they're holding money and it says, "This is your God." And then it flashes real quick. It's what it is. And now you got all these Christians talking about, like, look, if you combined all the money, which is not fucking real, in the world that Christians have, they could eradicate everything overnight. And every one of them is still protective of what you see and their possessions and shine every fucking thing up. Trust me, I know. I'm around it. And not one of them have anything to offer fucking humanity. It's themselves. That's the evidence of this being. It's themselves. It's themselves. What are you making? What am I getting out of this? That's the unseen spirit developed early in life. Whenever you see, oh, look at this and that, mothers and fathers, no heroes, nothing. They're destroying everything. They created it, so they will. But they don't want you to know shit like this. They don't want you to know that you are a new being every 7 years. And the embryo happens in seven stages of 7. And this is 7's physical. What is it? There's the astral, ether. You've got your physical, but you develop, it's the astral more than the ether first. Because when we're thrown into this world, okay, there ain't nothing an accident. When we come into this world, there's angles, which are angels above your head, which is the 12 constellations and all the lights and the increments in it. All those, the 12-inch ruler, if you stretched out this right here, these 12, this would be a 12-inch ruler. It's where it comes from. Measurement comes from this. This is where we actually come from, is this. We fucking come from this, right above your head. And these little demons, oh, hey, crazy, we are fucking blind these days. It's like a decade. It's crazy how what's in me, and I'm being neutral, what's in me pulled me outside. Because I was, when we're training like hell that first year or two, that's when I met Jake, that damn angel out of nowhere, young dude, pushed me, because I was silent. Nobody knew about me. They just thought I was done. And then started paying attention. And then, because they don't want you knowing nothing. The more you don't fucking know, the less chance you have on the others. Listen, oh, God is very important. to know who the fuck you are. It's insane for a group of any one individuals to say, we're going to put all of our lives in their hands. And they make trillions of dollars off of us. Yeah. I trust that. Listen, the only way is through nature. It's the only way. It's the only way. And these demons will not look into it because that's the vibration they've always had. You ever think about it, that brain every day, seeing that shit every day, not just from the fucking tablet, there's the picture, there's the image. That's real. So this should help you. That's why a lot of people in recovery, we'll say recovery, it makes sense now about relapses. See, unless you fucking really start from ground zero. Because a lot of them will quit drinking, but then they keep eating shit and then get diabetes, lose a foot, 2 feet, dead. I've seen it. It's like, God almighty. I mean, being faced with it. There's a difference between, because a lot of us know our anatomy and we know sometimes it's like, well, I need to quit doing that. And then sometimes you wonder on how like some people get to where they are at the age and eat like shit and everything. Well, it's because, at one point in time, their blood, generationally, a long time ago, wherever, was on a fucking high level. And that's real shit. It goes to a lot of individuals. And then you have more now that are just pathetic. And it's not their fault, but that's how it is. You got to think about a human, never looking up, being inside in these cities, eating shit food, have babies. That fucking, them couple never even ate anything that they're made of, nothing at all. At all. So the chemicals from the day one is altered. They're not even fucking here. I mean, they're here for somebody else's bidding, which would be the controllers. And then when they go across, all that energy they use never looking up, they got to face that shit. And whatever they put into them, their senses, the faculties, it comes out. They don't want you to know that. And you got 7 faculties. I ain't got time to go over all that shit. There's so much, though. And I understand the average brain. I've been to where the average individual is or has or will be, to where some of it's just so overwhelming. Because in the beginning of, coming out of this, I was all over the place. Just reading everything once I got to reading. And then I was sort of slowed down, put on a path, and then sort of was allowed to see what came to me. And lo and behold, it's crazy. It's not, though. Not now. My physical self, yeah, that's crazy. But now I know it's not. Because there ain't no accidents. There ain't no accidents. You do not understand what I'm telling you. But in that they live, he even says it in that commercial. The guy's trying to come through the TV and he goes, they're sending impulses to the subconscious. If you're really awake, if you've seen it, I know you have, but I have too. But then again, yesterday I watched it again. It really fucking hit me yesterday. It's like, God. And it just keeps saying, repeat, have children, obey, consume. And all you got to do, if you can cut the world off, which these little harmonic deities can't do that, cut it off. A few of them can, and they're like, holy cow. And I'm like, it's real. They created all these little fucking gooey dummies and control them through the fucking AI and these everything. Their whole connection is to fake shit. That's why they can't get out of it. It's any town or city you go to. It's Walmart, pills, pharmacies, the same beer, same sodas. It's not real. This is fucking huge, and then you got to keep seeing the shit over and over and over and over to make you realize I've seen it since I've been a child. Bam, 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 bam. That's real, man. Not many of you will get out of it, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. I got to get something to eat. I love you.